This video tutorial is all about the Warrior 2 stance and how you can integrate this pose to get you explosive hip power. I'll be covering 3 exercises in this tutorial. All of them are designed to progressively open up your hips so that you can access a Warrior 2 asana. Now you might be saying, I don't practice Warrior 2, I don't practice yoga, why the heck should I be able to have open hips? Well, if you're a performance athlete, if you're anybody that moves in multiple planes, if you're wanting to improve your functional fitness, having full hip range of motion increases your ability to tap into muscular activation throughout the entire range. So trust me when I say Warrior 2 open hip postures are gonna help you feel better, they're gonna help you be able to access all of your power, they're gonna help you feel like a warrior. So I'm gonna start with a 7-pound mace. Now you can go ahead and start in a kneeling position first. And I like to just have my mace like a cane at first, so I'm teaching people how to activate their glutes. So I can be here passively, or I can be here with full glute engagement. So I really want the latter, pressing tops of the feet down. I'm not here, because then all the pressure is going into my tiny little knee. I want all of the force to be distributed along the entire front line. So from here, press the hips on, turn on the glutes, step your front foot out. See that you have torque on either side. So you can do a little fist check. Place the fist on the outside of the knee, the inside of the knee. Spiral the fascia here. If you need to just kind of sway and feel what that feels like, this is the top portion of a Warrior 2 position. Place your mace in a guard position. So bottom hand is 90 degrees, top hand is facing in. You can start by shoulder casting with leverage. Find your order. Several reps here, and just see if you can maintain this shape with your legs. Tighten up your core, turn your back glute on. Eventually, over time, you can start pressing your mace or club out to a 2-handed flag position while hip hinging and sitting back. This requires a lot of knee flexibility here and then pulling back to order. So from this side, it looks like this. So we're here, we cast. First find order, then 2-handed flag. Pull back to order. Cast, find your landmark. Press back, notice crown to coccyx alignment. I'm working on hip hinging, sending my glutes back and engaging at the top. Other side. Again, first find your setup. Bottom hand on the closest to the handle, top hand facing in. Find your cast. First, building strength here, building stability. It takes quite a bit of strength to hold your knee in this position versus letting it cave in from tight fascia. Ideally, you would have done some open hip mobility first prior to warming up. Eventually here, to here. And notice I've got grip confirmation, my shoulders are packed, I've got my crown to coccyx alignment. And stand up, chug your breath, inhale through the nose. Pause at the top of the inhale, exhale. Gentle little bounces. Next progression. Now you might need to do this unweighted to figure out the swivel, so I'll just demo that real quick. So starting in that same, I call this Warrior 2 prep position, just understanding where my bones go to be in a Warrior 2 position. Knee is stacked over ankle, foot is perpendicular, knee and heel in one line. Now from here, this back leg swivels, and watch, the toe curls under, lift up for a moment, and then spiral the ankle down. Notice how I'm now in a Warrior 2 stance. Knee comes down, swivel back. This is very safe if you do it properly. You don't want to put undue stress on the knee. So that's the action that's happening. Now let's load it. So find your mace in reverse guard position, top hand facing away. From here, start to press your mace up and overhead. Find your horizontal overhead, rip and crush. Tone your core and glutes. Press up, find your horizontal overhead, pivot. Spiral the back foot into the floor, pack your shoulders. Reverse guard. Warrior 2 prep with a sit back. Press up. Working on complexity, working on building those motor patterns with that proprioceptive awareness. And over time, by me swiveling under light load, guess what's happening inside my femur? My hip socket, rather. I'm starting to shave off immobility. I'm building strength in the entire range of motion to get myself up. Of course, you might need to modify. You might need to start with some basic Kinesiolyoga. That's totally fine. This video is meant to show you where you can go as you build the fundamentals to progress. Let's find your landmarks. Warrior 2 prep, horizontal overhead, pivot back foot out, Dig ball of foot into the ground, lift knee, spiral, check the feet, press up. Place, swivel, sit back. Order, swivel and press. Knee down, unswivel, sit back. Stand up, chugging breath, inhale and exhale. The last progression, Warrior 2 to Scandasana. You can choke up on your mace if you like here. Start in a Warrior 2 loaded asana, tone your back glute, pack your shoulders, shift the weight into the back leg, place your mace in a two-handed flag position. Notice as I come down, my globe is tilted slightly towards me, my shoulders are packed. Return back to prayer and spiral open. I'm gonna go super slow so you can see all of the different planes of motion. So first, shift the weight into the back leg, peel the toes up. Mace comes to prayer. As you press, you're hip hinging just like you primed in that first Warrior 2 prep exercise. Depending on how deep you can go without your bum tucking under and collapsing, stay lifted and extended. Return to Warrior 2, either modified or full. Other variations, horizontal overhead, two-handed flag to Scandasana, option for drop swing, capturing in prayer. And there's endless creativity that you can tack on to all these different progressions, making your workouts fun, meaningful, and expressive. Right, so here we go, starting our Warrior 2, opposite leg. Shift the weight into the back leg, find your two-handed flag. Notice I'm externally rotating here as I externally rotate at my leg. So both arm and leg are turning at the same time, toning the core. I don't want to drop my belly out here. Pull everything in nice and tight, tone that back glute. That other progression I showed before, horizontal overhead, Scandasana, horizontal overhead, option for drop swing, catch, two-handed flag with over grip. So, hope you learned a little something about where you can go. Hope you're inspired to open up your hips, get in touch with us at the Flow Virtual Studio, and we're stoked to help you master the movement and master the art of flow.